Good morning. Sorry I've been wait so long. I am, as you know, I hope you know, I think I told you I had I did, I told you, for sure I told you, my friend Pierre, tooth. I want my tooth in. I want to be presentable even though I haven't brushed my hair and I'm still in my 90s. Um, Pierre was here, he's gone. So I had a I had gel here too. Thursday night, through yesterday, non-stop. Hardly stressfully, friend reunion, soup every night. I made the most brilliant soup. A sausage, lentil, spinach soup. I may try it with countless time. I'm definitely making it again. It's in the New York Times cooking, if you're into that. Fantastic. Under slow cooker recipes. So you win the slow cooker and one in a big, on the big burner, and a big Le Creuset. Pierre did a standard veggie lentil. So, and we still have some of that one, and I'm gonna dump it. Sorry, Pierre, because I got fresh chili from my buddy Greg. And my buddy Greg has, I think, turned me into a soup. I won't say the word used by Max, but turned me into a soup guy. And I've always, I guess, loved soup, and it can be so hard. You don't need much more. Vegetables, protein, and the flavor of the broth is right in. The secret to this wonderful sausage lentil was vinegar at the end. Put in some vinegar and really just blows up the flavor of especially of the broth that's developed with the meat and onions and but and broth. And so of course I put bone broth. But anyway, whatever. About enough about that. I apologize for being way more to try for every day. And I'm about to have my coffee. I slept in pretty late. I was short on sleep all weekend, I suppose, and yesterday and today I slept in pretty late. And then laid in bed as I tend to do and looked at stupid things on the internet because I'm not working. I took more weeks than I needed to chew off. I usually take 1 week. Well, no, you don't need to know. I'm off. And I was out at the beach yesterday, beautiful day. Greg and I went for a ride. We ended up on the beach at sunset. And then getting on my track, kind of electric track. Probably I haven't told you about that. Maybe I have. I don't know. Electric track. Pretty rad bike. I go to turn it on and start turning on. I'm hoping, I'm not going to say any more about it. We'll see what happens. And thank you, Greg, for going home and getting your car and helping me with that trick. Now I'm going to make my coffee because I've been up a while, as I said, and that doesn't probably look or sound like it, as I said, in bed. As Peter was geeking, calls that. Staring at your phone, scrolling, he calls it geeking. But, some worthwhile video and also friends messages and a whole bit of skimming of the paper that's not about being named, but really the only I'm gonna get that service that calls from all the sources across the spectrum of thought. Okay, let's talk about it on a few podcasts I listen to. And then I remember what it's called. Anyway, I'll probably get that started. But I just don't feel like the New York Times shares the sensibility anymore. I used to laugh at people who thought it was a propaganda paper. I mean, of course, it's corporate. I knew that. I knew it wasn't all the truth. But for the most part, you're a professional journalist trying to. But more and more, weirdly, I think it's an unpurposeful reaction to Trump. They have shown very corporate shreds. And yeah, I mean, there's so many other places to get opinions far stronger in thought and word. And news itself is always debatable, I suppose. So where you get it, I try to get the basics and then think about it and talk about it with people, listen to people I respect, discuss it. And of course, I listen to pretty lefty people like Chris Hedges, Sam Cedar, what's his face? I can't think of that guy, I can't think of the name of his media outlet. I also listen to British Novaris, his song. They're very good. Anyway, I'm a lefty. No, I'm liberal. I'm a lefty. No politics, fuck politics. I am making coffee. And I am going to, I don't need to grind that. I'm betraying all my previously said things because we had 2 ways of making coffee this weekend. I had to grind. I was pretty much alone on the espresso. They both like drip, so I ground my espresso, and this has been ground since Friday. I just keep using it up. So I betrayed the freshly ground ideal, but that's okay. 5 days, not a big deal. And I'm going to try to enunciate and speak clearer. I will obviously, I think, only just remember that. That's how my brain works. So I'm probably sounding better than I did when we began, because just then when I said it, I was reminded to do that. Some stray neuron in my brain went, remember this? They were just bouncing around in there. Unlike in your brain, there's no rhyme or reason to how it just swirl and explode. It's like a hurricane meets the biggest fireworks show ever, and the taste breaks. The fireworks show taste breaks. Fireworks show happens once every day or two for periods. But the hurricanes are always around there, and you just never know where I won't say cohesive, but one time looking for the word that means one time following another, because often here I go again, talking about my brain. I mean, is it coffee or the brain? We'll do coffee. I need coffee. I don't need a brain right now. You may, but I don't. Let's see. I'm sorry I left your vision. I forgot to get my mug, and now I'm back. And so, and also I want to push you, as I also am trying to go every day. I'm going to try to remember all the steps of setting up these mics, and so this better quality. So, alright, so I've got loaded onion water. Let me just say before we end, that this harvest, especially bluegrasses, all of them really have been simply magical. I've been going with my family. I was married with 2 kids. Janelle was married with 2 kids. Janelle and I go, I'll tell that Janelle. Janelle and I go back to college. Now, in my freshman year, I'm in the dining commons. And I'm fairly alienated. I left high school just not knowing who I was. So, I mean, I knew who I was, but I didn't have really the courage or really imagination to express it. It was like, I'll try to express it in this way. And you know, as a kid, you're always going through way you present yourself. I knew how to be myself. I just didn't know how to relate to the world, beyond, like, I had friends. It's just, I was so looking for an identity. You usually find that through clothing. I was not yet at all. Not that I ever was, but at all in my freshman year. And I liked good music early on, so I was attracted to